Hello and welcome to Life with Sandy. Well, hello. Today is Sunday, February 12th. It's Abraham Lincoln's birthday, but I'm sure he's not watching my channel. But today is Jessica Estrada. Today's Jessica's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jessica. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Margaret Lizotte, Lizotte. Margaret, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Margaret. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And it's also Susan Edge Baker's birthday. So Susan, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Susan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all three of you have a great, great birthday. Today is Super Bowl Sunday. I am not picking a team because I have subscribers that support both teams, so I'm going to be rooting for both teams. Whoever has the ball, I'm going to be rooting for. Yeah, let's get a touchdown. When they get one, I go, yay! And then when the other team gets one, I go, yay! Because I have no stakes in the game. It doesn't matter to me. My Lions, I don't know if they ever get there. I don't know if they'll ever get there, but they're working their way back there, so we'll see. But Jim's going to have his Super Bowl party. He's going to have Danny and Brooke are coming over, and Jimmy and David are coming over. And then Jim's already got his little buffalo burgers. I think that's what he's having, buffalo burgers. He's got his buffalo burgers all made into the little, he weighed them out so everybody has the exact same portion on their burger. And then he's going to make some fried potatoes with it. I am going to have some broccoli and cheddar cheese. I got that. I don't know if you remember that a couple weeks ago when I went to BJ's, I got some frozen broccoli and cheddar cheese soup. So I have that thawing. I'm going to have a bowl of that. And then I have my little Naan breads. I call them Naan, Naan, the little breads, and some spinach artichoke dip that I'm going to share with the group. I'm going to have that. And then for breakfast, I already ate. I had 2 hard-boiled eggs and some bacon and a couple pieces of toast and a banana and a cup of tea. So I'm staying within my points. I'm staying like I'm going to enjoy myself tonight. I really am. I'm not going to wait until I've lost all my weight to enjoy myself because I have to learn along the way. I got to learn as I'm going how to have a party, go to a party, how to celebrate, have a good time, and not eat an excessive amount of food and still have a weight loss the next day. So that is my hope and my goal because I really have been doing really well this week. I told you I'm hoping for a half a pound. Even with the way I'm planning on eating for my snacks tonight, I'm going to have iced tea. I'm not going to have pop. I'm going to have iced tea. So I have a plan and action for what I'm going to do. And I know that it's going to work for me. And I really do. And, usually when I have a pretty good loss, because I think 2 pounds is a pretty good loss, I always tell myself, you know what, you're not going to have a loss the next week because that was too good of a loss. No, I'm very, very, very optimistic that I'm going to have a good loss tomorrow. I'm playing around in my head. I always like to do something for Lent that is difficult for me. I am kind of throwing around the idea in my head, which has its good points and it has its bad points. But one of the things I'm planning on doing next week is I'm going to weigh myself on Monday, and I'm going to film exactly how much I weigh. And I'll put my watch, that'll tell you because my watch will tell you the time and the date. It'll tell you all that good stuff. And I'm going to show you that by the scale. And I'm going to weigh myself, and then I'm not going to weigh myself until the day after Easter, which would be 7 weeks. That's a long time. I realize that's a long time. But I just think that I'm getting too consumed with what the scale says. And I do really well during Lent because I make sacrifices during Lent that lead me to a better food choices. And so I think the combination of the two, making the better food choices is difficult for me, but not as difficult as it's going to be to get on that scale, to have some sort of reaffirmation of that, how well I'm doing. I can tell by the way my clothes are fitting. I can tell by the way I feel, how I'm sleeping, all of that good stuff. I can tell all of that. And so I am praying really hard on that this week to make a decision on what I'm going to do. Definitely going to weigh myself tomorrow. Definitely going to weigh myself next Monday. But I'm going to make a plan of action for my Lent, which starts the following Wednesday, which is the 22nd. I always give something up during Lent anyhow. So I think that the combination of the two is going to be a true sacrifice for me. And that, to me, is the whole point. The whole point of Lent is not to lose weight. The whole point of Lent is to sacrifice and do something that is very hard for you to do on a daily basis. That it's really a sacrifice. And who would think that not getting on the scale is a sacrifice? But for me, I think it will be. It'll be hard. It'll be really, really hard for me. I have a scale by my mirror in my bedroom that I weigh myself on like every Monday. I'm just going to put it under the bed, out of sight, out of mind. I just think that it might be just the kickstart I need to get my spring back into action. I know spring starts like March 21st, I think it is, something like that. But I just think I just need a good sharp kick in the butt to get me back on track. And I think this is what's going to work for me. But like I said, I am not set in stone. I don't know for a fact that I'm going to be doing that. But I'm playing around with that idea. It's rattling around in my brain. So you can tell me your opinions of it. I appreciate your opinions. But I think that when it comes down to, it's going to be how my prayers are answered. Because I think that, like Danny's favorite Garth Brooks songs is Unanswered Prayers. And I always think that those really are the best prayers, or the unanswered prayers, because it really changed your life sometimes. Just that the one thing that you wanted to happen didn't happen. And even though you prayed really hard for it. So kind of contradictory to what I'm thinking, I guess, now that I'm thinking about it. But maybe my unanswered prayer is just to stay away from the scale. Rather than my prayer every week when I pray on the scale, I hope I do well, I hope I do well. Maybe my unanswered prayer is like, you don't need the scale. You don't need the scale to tell you what you need to do. Maybe my unanswered prayer is just get healthy, and then the weight will just naturally come off. So stop praying for a good number on the scale and start praying for a better outcome of eating healthy in your life. So we'll see. Unanswered prayers, we don't know. We don't know what they are. We really don't. But looking back, I can see a couple of my prayers that were unanswered that turned out better for me. So, okay, I've confused myself. Have I confused you guys yet? Because I've confused myself. We're in the land of confusion, like the Genesis song. Oh, I like that song too. It was so long. It was a long song too. But I really did like that song. Anyway. Okay, that's going to do it for now. I got a Zoom call this afternoon with my family. It's going to be the last Zoom we're going to have for almost a month, because my cousin Lynn and Dale are going on a cruise through the Panama Canal. They're going to be gone all together with the traveling and everything 3 weeks. So we're not going to have any Zoom calls for the next 3 weeks. So I'll be missing that. So I want to be ready for that, and then help Jim with whatever little things we need to get done around here before everybody shows up for his big party, and then enjoy the Super Bowl. And enjoy the commercials. Those are the best part of the Super Bowl as far as I'm concerned. So anyway, do you believe in unanswered prayers? That's a good question. And did I confuse you with my unanswered prayers statement? Because I confused myself. So if you're new to the channel, please subscribe, leave a comment, hit the like button, share if you think somebody might like to see it. Talk to you guys soon. Okay, Jim went ahead while I wasn't aware to do the puzzle, but tell him how you do it.
You just buy a jar of Hot Podge and get a foam brush, and you just brush it right on top of the puzzle, and it goes on like a milky white, but then it dries crystal clear. I just put a thin coat on the front, and then when that's dry, usually about 15 minutes, then you can handle it and turn it over. And then I put a good coat on the back, because the back doesn't matter. You're never going to see it anyways, And then we just buy a mat for it. And I got some Gorilla spray glue. And I spray the mat, and I spray the back of the puzzle. And you better be quick, because it sticks right away.
And there's the finished product. We just barely got a big enough board because the next board up was what, $12 more
And way bigger.
and way, way bigger. But this works perfectly, I think.
Yeah.